What's going on, everyone? I'm Encore. This is Tomorrow Never Comes. And the question at hand is, will or can ETH get to 10,000 US dollars? That's the question. And here's the thing. During mid 2020 to November 2021, that looked like a slam dunk. It's going to happen just around the corner, just like $100,000 Bitcoin, right around the corner, right? And then since December of 2021 till now, things have taken such a hit that people just stopped talking about 5,000 or 10,000. Yeah, not even 10,000 ETH. It was more, can it even get to 5,000? More the conversation was, will ETH hit $500, right? $400, $200. That was the narrative, kind of throughout this bear market or crypto winter, as they call it. And so the question at hand is, well, what's going on now? Why is ETH? And let's take a look at the price of ETH. So right here on TradingView, we're looking at just shy of $2,000. Okay, and you guys can see over here that ETH. And this was what was this? This was November 8th, 2021. We're looking at ETH being around $4,800. Okay, so more than double of where it was. And so the question here is, can it hit 10,000? Now, if we look at ETH's market cap, we're looking at ETH being around $230 billion market cap, so half of what Bitcoin is. In order for it to, hit 10,000, we're looking at, just over 1 trillion in market cap. Okay, around 1 trillion. So can it do that? To me, here's my answer in a nutshell. Yeah, absolutely. It will definitely hit 10,000. Now, the bigger question is, by when? And my crystal ball is a little bit dirty right now, so I can't really see exactly when. There are a lot of YouTubers who seem to have a very functional crystal ball that will tell you exactly the date or at least the month that it can happen. I can't do that. I can't tell you the exact date, but I can say this. We hit on November 8th of 2021, 4,800, almost 5,000 Bitcoin, $5,000 in ETH is what we hit. And that was based off of no news. Now, there were rumblings of a merge at some point, but it's been pushed back for years. Okay, we have a definitive date now, September 15th and 16th. Okay, and you can see how things have really taken off since, early July up until now. So basically just over a month, we've gone all the way down from around, just under 1,000, say around 1,000, all the way to 1966. So almost double is where we've gone in about a month's time. So definitely we can get back to double. Okay, now the merge, I would say this. 10K is out of the question before the merge. I don't see that happening. If the merge goes off without a hitch, I can see 10,000 being by the end of the year, provided the markets are stable. And that's always a question at hand now. It's tough to look at these Bitcoin and ETH in isolation, especially now as big money has kind of come in or is trying to get in or is dabbling. You've got those of high net worth are in here. It's always tough to separate it from the macroeconomics of what's happening. Okay, so I definitely think ETH will hit 10K. I think it'll surpass 10K. If I'm thinking Bitcoin is going to go well over 250,000, potentially to 1 million per Bitcoin, then ETH is going to go along for the ride for sure. And not even just go along for the ride. It may be a driver. It may, they talk about this thing called the flippening. And really what they're talking about is when ETH's market cap exceeds Bitcoin's. And so ETH is the top dog. It can happen, right? There are a lot of use cases for ETH. If, so the big if, okay, the ETH merge, 1, happens, and 2, goes off without a hitch. Now, the ETH merge is actually in phases. It's not as if September 15th to 16th, one thing happens and we're good to go. I believe there are 3 phases to it. So it is a process as opposed to a definitive date. It happens and we're good. And there's going to be a lot of things that may have, glitches along the way. Look, in my mind, and I am no developer, I can't update an app without there being glitches on that particular app. It doesn't seem to happen like that. I cannot imagine something as monumental as a fundamental shift between proof of work to proof of stake going off without any hitches. Okay? But I'm going to put it out there. There are much smarter individuals who are working on it, obviously with techno expertise, for quite some time as well, for years. Can they do it without a hitch? I don't know. But if they do, I can definitely see 10K by end of the year. For sure. If things are going as planned. Okay? If not by, January 1st, then maybe Q1 of next year, I can see that happening for sure. Again, that's with the caveat that everything goes without a hitch. Here's what I do foresee in the short term. I do foresee we're at 2,000 now. I can see this doubling again by September, maybe even getting to 5,000. And then I do see some sell-off, if not an extreme sell-off, by the merge date. The cliche or the quote that's often used is, you buy the rumor and you sell the news, or buy the rumor and sell the facts, however you want to say it. But basically, this rumor of the merge happening is what is driving a lot of the frenzy. Okay? And so people start to scoop up ETH, and then once the merge actually happens, people dump it down because they feel like the price point is peaked and they want to reap some profit. So I can definitely see it going to, even 5,000. I can see that happening to 5,000, 4,500 to 5,000. Then there's a nice sell-off. Maybe we drop down to 2,500, maybe 2,000. And then as long as things are, progressing nicely for the merge itself, along with all the macroeconomics that are happening, the markets aren't, getting smashed. Yeah, definitely I can see we go right back to 5,000 and beyond, and potentially 10,000 by the end of the year. It is possible. I'd say that's more on the unlikely side. I can see a 10K ETH by Q1 of next year, end of Q1 of next year. So end of March. Again, that's provided everything is going well. And at the very worst, well, I can't even say very worst, but to stretch that out, maybe even to middle of the summer. Okay, so Q1, Q2 of 2024 is where, 2023 is where I would put it. Okay, now again, these predictions are like everybody else's predictions. It's best guess. Best guess. And there's a lot of ifs, ands, buts, and all that in there. So I don't care how adamant anybody is on YouTube. They have no idea of what price point, and especially when that price point is going to be hit. So we're all along for the ride, but these are best guesses based on probability and things that you hear and see while in the space. Okay, so I definitely think ETH will hit 10K. I think it could happen provided everything goes well by the end of the year or Q1, Q2 of next year. I know, right? That's a big time frame. End of the year, Q1, Q2. So let's do this. I'll just say end of Q1 for next year. Let's live a little. End of Q1 next year, 10K ETH, and we see what plays out. All right? So guys, I hope you provide, you know what? I would love to see what you guys have to say. Do you think ETH can hit 10K? Do you think it hit 10K by the end of the year? Or do you think it actually extends longer? Do you actually think ETH is good where it is now, or actually go lower before the merge? And even what do you think? What are your thoughts on the merge? All those I would love to hear in the comment section. Like, subscribe, share the video to others. And just remember, tomorrow never comes. Take action, invest in yourself today. And I see you guys in the next video.